Where you going?
Anyways, ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Weirdo.
That just brightens up my day.
Y'all know what that means, don't ya? It's demo day! I'm gonna go rip down a wall, so let's go do that.
You are no match for my karate!
Okay, you're a little bit of a match. Stupid wire. Perks of steel toes. Not only do I get an awesome boot that works good in the mud and is waterproof and everything, when you do something like that, thankfully it hit the metal toe. I am about to do something either incredibly ingenious or incredibly stupid. I guess there's a fine line between that, so let's find out. Let's see if we can make that up. Caught my garden hose. It's good. I think what I'm going to need to do, what I'm finding out here, is this is actually pushed off the foundation a little bit. So I think I'll need to jack this corner up to get another board here. Sister it up with this. Either that or when I come this way. It's a lot of fun! Well, this is exciting. As ugly as this looks, it's solid. And it looks like everything's here to make it functional. Like, good paint job. I'll have myself a nice insulated tank. So that's a huge amount of savings. With the cost of wood, it would cost me a fortune to finish the wall in my new chicken coop. So here I am in my old chicken coop, aka my lumber yard, doing some stuff. Trying to get everything up. But these beautiful 2x4s, I figure that'll save me having to take out, 3 or 4 mortgages on my house. It's about $1,000 worth of wood right there. Yesterday I actually got called into work, so that kind of took up some time from that. And today I'm just trying to beat the rain. It rained a bit last night. And so I'm going to show you how far I am, though. I'm coming along. I've got my wall framed and I just finished it. Now you'll see the building itself isn't straight, but the wall is. If you look there, there's a wider gap up top there. And then if you look at that one, there's a wider gap up top there. That's because the walls are both bowed outward. So I made my wall straight. Their walls can stay crooked, I don't care. So, yeah, I still got to do the siding and whatnot, and that's not a lot of progress considering it's been 2 days. But I'll show you what's been taking so long. Each one of those boards minus. Okay, I had to buy 2 2x4s. I had to buy this 2x4, which was a 16-footer, which I had to have to span this 14-foot space, and then I bought a 12-footer to span this 8-foot space because there's actually a drop in the concrete here. So I spanned that. It's actually a 9-foot space, sorry. And then where the water trough was here, it wrecked this concrete, so that had another drop. So I needed another 2x4 for there. So if you look, I got that built up. Anyways, those 2 2x4s was $45. I had to buy those because sitting on the concrete, it's going to do what's called wicking, where it pulls moisture up from the ground. And so I have to have wood that can handle that. Now, all the wood above it can be just construction 2x4s, so that's what these are. But construction 2x4s are very, very expensive. So I did have a chicken coop before that was kind of being eaten by termites and stuff, and I think I showed y'all what that looked like. Well, it's a little more destroyed. I took all the 2x4s out of the wall that are ones that I'm able to use because this chicken coop was made out of scrap wood already, so a lot of these boards are actually 3x2s instead of 2x4s. Here, I'll show you one. A lot of the boards is this. It's legit 3 inches by 2 inches. It's sawmill lumber. There's people around here who have their own sawmills. Actually, there's a guy just over there who does. And I've thought about talking to him. But anyways, so what I've been doing is I had to rip the floor out to get these 2x4s, which are actually, I was trying to, they are really in there. So I've been getting every single one that I can, but I also, if you look over here, I've been pulling the pieces of siding that I can. These are pieces of siding that are full length. I should be able to use the whole thing. Minor stuff like this, which may be a pain in the butt, but it's chicken coop. I've got more that I'm able to pull. I need to mow. Goodness, do I need to mow. But yeah, I started pulling on some of these, but this is just a dangerous spot for me to be working in. So I'm gonna have to do some more flipping of this. The trees made it difficult. My original, what I tried to do is I had picked the whole thing up and I had it sitting on its back. I was going to leave it that way so I could pull all the timbers out of the floor, and then I was going to tip it back down and finish stripping the wall. I wanted to try to save the roof because the roof's brand new shingles. And I don't know. And I got more pieces here that I can try to salvage too. But yeah. Anyways, I got it up in the air and the skid steer ended up tipping back while I had it up. It was almost comical because I tipped backwards and then that thing came down and hit the ground and the skid steer was stuck doing a wheelie with a building underneath it. So I just kind of knocked the building down to get the skid steer unstuck because the wheels weren't on the ground anymore. I don't want to get into that. So anyways, that's my lumber yard and that's what takes so long. Each time I get one of those boards out, there's a lot of termite damage and stuff. And actually, I don't know if they're termites, but something, you can see the little holes. And some of the boards, I cut it off as close as I could to save the piece. This is actually, this wood isn't weak, but it's got some holes from whatever was eaten in it. So these are all the ends that I've been cutting off the boards, and literally, you see how rotted these boards are. That's why I'm rebuilding the chicken coop. And yeah, it's okay to use this lumber. They didn't use any treated lumber where it touched the ground. That's why you use treated lumber where it touches the ground. It gives you a barrier between that. You'll also notice I put silicone. Now that's not just on the outside. The silicone is actually on top of the concrete to create a complete wick-proof And I guess I shouldn't say wick proof, but just to make a good seal. I should also do some flashing on the bottom of this wood to keep the water away. But being that this is an elevated surface that slopes, I don't know if you can see this, but like when you look at my four-wheeler, I mean this slopes drastically that way. So I'm not worried about moisture sitting on it. And I've got the overhang to help it too. So anyways, that's how far along I am in the coop. What do y'all think? I'm sorry that video dragged on, but I wanted to show you before I got too far. I got to go get some nails so I can start nailing on the siding, but I had to find this hammer so I can start pulling out. There's little bits here and there. Now, as long as this side is good, it doesn't matter what's in between. Like when I have, this doesn't matter. Now this I'll want to get pulled in case I put stuff on the inside. But, you know, there's just little nails and stuff in this boards I got to get to pulling. And I want to put a window, a 2-foot window right here. It'll be 3 feet off the ground, 2-foot window right here. And then also right here I'm going to do the same thing. So then it'll be on either side of the garden. I'll have 2 rows of the garden coming up. It's going to be pretty. It's going to look good. I'm no designer, but I don't know. I know how to make nice things sometimes, and I take a lot of pride in it. So stay along, keep watching these. I'll keep updating them. I'll probably make a big video of it all when I'm done. But yeah, that's what's coming along with the chicken coop now. I still got to do some repairs of these sides too. I mean, this thing ain't at all a spring chicken, pun intended. Anyways, you guys take care. It's a blast having you with me, and have a wonderful day.